Online privacy is important to many people, but does it really exist? According to online surveys, 73% of Americans are concerned about their privacy, and 6% even had their reputation damaged because of the internet. Because of this, a lot of people have tried to remove or decrease their digital footprint on the internet, but it turns out that it is virtually impossible to do this entirely.
I would say the internet is permanent and public. Once you put that information there, it never goes away.
Another big risk of social media is that unknown parties can access your information, sometimes even without your knowledge and consent. This can have negative consequences for many things, such as your reputation and career chances. Based on a survey among over 2,000 hiring managers, it was found that 72% of employers do a background check on every new employee before they're hired. Let's take a look at Anna. She just finished her job interview with a company.
Here we have the report for today. 5 of the applicants were not that great, but 2 applicants were really good. So.
And who are they?
Anna Smith and John Miller.
Anna Smith and John Miller.
I would suggest we start with Anna Smith then.
Okay, so about Anna Smith, David did some social network screening and then he gave me some note about Anna Smith, something not that good in her social media. Maybe we can read her report.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, here we go. David wrote something about... Yeah, she posted some indecent pictures on her Facebook account, which might really harm her reputation.
Actually, her reputation will affect our company too if we hire her. I mean, if we hire someone that has bad reputation, I think it will not be good for our company.
Yes, and let's look at John Miller.
So, let's see. Let's hope I got accepted for the job. Oh. Crap. How come I didn't get accepted? Like, why? It went so well, the interview and everything. Hey Laura, it's me, Anna. Yeah, sorry to call you so suddenly, but do you have time? Can I come over? Oh right, your job, right. Sorry, I forgot. Okay. Yeah, that's fine with me. Then see you at 7. Okay. Yeah, bye.
Hey Laura. Hey. Did I make you wait? No, not so long. I got your coffee. So how did your job interview go?
I got rejected.
Really?
Yeah, I got the email this morning. I don't know what that means.
So I heard that companies do quite a lot of background checks on people actually. Like check up on their social media and they wouldn't do that, right? So is your account like on public or?
I would have to check. So yeah, I guess my profile is public completely.
If it's on public, like everyone can see what you post. Like what about this one?
Okay. I had a fight with my boyfriend that night. I just wanted to forget it all. Just do something crazy.
This one from like a couple of years ago.
I don't even remember uploading that. But that was 2 years ago, like seriously.
Yeah, but if it's on your public profile, anyone can see it.
Yeah, I guess I should think before I post. Might be better.
Anna got rejected because the company did a background check on her social media. Does this social network screening have a name? Yes, and it's called cybervetting. Doesn't sound familiar, but it's actually happening in real life. Are people aware of the risks of social media? Do they do things that protect their online privacy? Let's take a look at what the general public thinks.
Are you aware about privacy risks from using social media?
Yes.
Maybe not all of them. Yeah, that's people can use your accounts or yeah.
Yes, very. I am again one of the people who uses pseudonyms, uses browser extensions, avoids things like Facebook just for privacy reasons.
If you put something on the internet, it'll literally stay there forever. So don't put stuff on the internet that you don't want there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, everything you post can be used against you. Like that has happened in the past with other people that they said something stupid on Twitter, maybe.
And which risks do you know?
That most social media use your information for advertisement purposes.
I know risks of identity theft. I know risks of government spying.
Okay. Any others?
That's what I know.
Okay.
That companies like WhatsApp can use all the information you post on WhatsApp and sell it to other companies that might have benefits from having that information.
Are you currently doing something to protect your online privacy in general or on social media?
Well, maybe like on Facebook, if someone tags you in something you don't want to be tagged in, you can remove it. But apart from that, not really. No.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, with your settings you can say what you would like to give to others, what kind of information. So sometimes I check up on that.
The settings on social media? You
yeah,
mean,
on Facebook or Instagram.
Just making sure that I don't really post really important information like passwords and bank accounts online.
Yeah, I think about what I'm posting online. So.
To make it clear, cybervetting is a selection process of potential employees by using information about them which is available online. But what can we do to protect our privacy? Let's hear what our online privacy expert thinks.
So when using social media, starting from creating an account, I think you should really think if you need it. The safest way to protect your privacy is to not engage in social media at all. If you do decide that you want a Facebook profile, I think you should consider the option of having a sort of pseudo-anonymous profile. Maybe use a fake name or use a nickname or part of your name, and definitely do not put any sensitive information like your birth date, your address and so on in the about field. If you do, if you really want to use Facebook to its full potential and you want to use your real name and real address so you can engage with your friends and so on, I would say make sure everything is set to private so that someone who is not your friend on Facebook cannot see any of your personal information. And of course, take care that whoever you add as a friend is trustworthy. Because what happens with social media is that you may post stuff and then later maybe you change your mind or delete them. But whoever had access to that information could have just saved them and then they might come back later. The more friends you have and the less restrictive your privacy policy is when using Facebook, the higher the chances are that whatever you post will be permanent. And you never know in 10 or 20 or 30 years what you will regret about doing when you were younger, right? So I would say be very careful what you post on Facebook. In general, do not post anything that you're not okay with being public. One of the main risks of using social media is that you might post information which you might later want to retract or change, and you will not be able to. So this, for instance, also applies to things like personal, private photos of yourself. Once you put that information there, it never goes away. You may use your mobile phone in a private space such as your home or your hotel room or so on, but what you're doing is in fact accessing a public space, the internet. So from that perspective, this creates a bit of a disconnect between your perception of privacy and the actual privacy. Some services like Google offer a sort of portal where you can go and check some things that they know about you, your interests, but they will never show you everything they have on you. Nor is there a central place where you can find out all the information that's public about you online. And this is one of the main difficulties, I think. So I think technologies like the internet opened up whole new possibilities for conducting background checks. Because before you could still, to some extent, do it, but it was very expensive. Now all of a sudden you just have to type the guy's name into Google and you can find out a lot of things about him that maybe even he doesn't want you to find out. So of course this has created a whole new business model for companies who gather personal data and build profiles of you and then sell these profiles to insurance companies or employers or things like this. Your data is actually very valuable to other people than yourself.
After having heard the general public and an expert, we can conclude that the use of social media has quite some risks. However, there are some things you can do to minimize this, such as setting all your profiles to private and making sure that you only post things that you are okay with being visible to everyone. In general, think before you post. Now let's go back to Anna and see how she's doing.
So, let's see if I got accepted this time, after all the things I did, which Laura told me. Oh my god! I got accepted!